There's this fascinating video I just found. It's a woman who lives every day like it's 1958. Now, what my first impression with this was, oh, that's probably just a joke. She probably does it maybe every other day, maybe not every day. And if she does, she probably doesn't go hardcore. But she does. And this is my reaction to it, so let's get into it.
And I live every day like it's
Like the music.
1958.
Look at the music, right?
People's reaction.
Hold on. They have the car too? Okay, that's kind of impressive, I'm not gonna lie. She's dressing and got the dress, 1958 dress. I'm sure the house looks like 1958 from the inside, but the car too?
Is
It's not bad. Pretty
always
impressive.
positive. This is who I am. This is what I like, and I feel like you should do what you like. You should do what makes you feel beautiful, and
I
dress
agree.
however you want to dress that makes you feel the most like you.
I agree to a certain extent.
People will stop dead in their tracks and they'll just stop
Exactly.
and their eyes are fixed on her as Will walks by.
That may be, of course, because she's dressed like someone from 1958, or maybe she's just an attractive woman. I mean, she's pretty attractive, not gonna lie.
One place in town that kind of brings in the night.
Keep in mind, this whole video would not exist if her skin color was a little bit darker. I'm sure pretty black people or brown people wouldn't want to be alive in the 50s in the United States. Just keep that in mind. This would not exist.
1950s vibe quite
I
well.
find that hilarious because you know how many times I've seen girls with dark skin be like, "Oh, I was born in the wrong generation or the wrong decade." So are you sure you were? I don't think you want to go back in time and live in those times.
Is the local pharmacy. It's called Bullet Drug, and they have a soda fountain. They have a jukebox. It makes it a lot of fun.
Chocolate Sunday?
Okay, another question that comes to mind is, how hardcore is she? Like, is she legit about this? Is she living all aspect of her life in 1958, or is she just playing it up like it? She's just dressing like it? Because if she was, that would be a really tough, horrible life. Think about it. No vaccines. I hope she's anti-vax, because she's no vaccines for her. They didn't exist in 1958. No microwave. I don't think microwaves existed. Yeah, no microwave. Horrible. Who wants to live like that? She can't watch any color TV. So everything she watches has to be in black and white. So if her family's like, "Hey, let's go watch a movie," she can't go because you live in 1958. You can't watch color movies because you live in 1958. No Kindles, no internet. That's the biggest thing. No internet. She can't have a smartphone. No online banking. So whenever she wants to do a transfer, you have to go to the bank. Like that would be a horrible life. No fast. I think McDonald's was existed back then, but not to this extent. No fast food restaurants, no restaurants in general. Some restaurants you can't go to. No Applebee's, you can't. If you're gonna go to an Applebee's restaurant after graduation, you can't because you live in 1958. Like air conditioning too, is I don't think they had it in 1958. So many things you can't live without. Like, what's the point? If she's true about it, if she's hardcore, now if she's just doing it as a game or whatever, then yeah, that's fine. But I'm just wondering, like, is she legit? Is she doing it for real?
Let's do it.
Oh, it looks good. I'm still thinking about it. That's such a limited life. You can barely do anything if you're trying to live in 1958. That's such interesting.
As soon as I put on the first
Is that lipstick from 1958? Because if it's not, she can't use it.
1950s dress with
see what
my
I'm
hair
saying?
and makeup done, that's when I
Like,
felt
are you
like
really living in 1958 if half of the world you're living in is from the modern world, you know?
I was finally me. I found my authentic self, and I've never looked back since then.
I mean, good for her. I'm not hating or anything. I'm just
I really
wondering.
honed in on the
Like, is she about it?
1950s because
Is she
of my
about it?
grandparents. They got married in 1955, and their stories, it just made it sound like the best time ever. Everything
Best time ever, yeah. But just remember, if your skin was a tad bit darker, it wouldn't be the best time.
is beautiful, colorful,
I just
happy,
think that's
optimistic.
How that works.
We bought our home 4 years ago, and it was built in 1953. So we've tried
That's a
to
nice car, though. I'm
pack
not
as
gonna
much
lie.
in
They
as
really
we
hit the
can
nail on-
while keeping
with
it
the car.
authentic. I don't want it to look like it's a 50s museum. I want it to look like it's an authentic
pretty
1950s
good.
home that you've walked into.
Hey, I know I've been hating, but not hating, but like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is actually pretty cool. Like what she's doing. She is a museum. Like, no, you don't have to go downtown to the city museum. She is a museum. Just go to her house and you're good.
When people
Like
watch
in
it,
school, if you need to take your kids to a field trip to learn about the 50s, just hang out with this chick for like an hour or two.
to our house for the first time, a smile comes on everybody's face.
One thing she doesn't do is talk like she's in the 50s. That's one thing she needs to work on.
Our 1950s kitchen, I've tried to do as authentic as I could, and I think the appliances
She
work
did a good
better.
job.
It was built to
It
last
looks authentic.
forever, that you would keep that
I mean,
forever.
I wasn't
and
alive in the
I
50s,
think so.
but this
I mean,
looks good.
a fridge's been running for 70 years. It's
Take it as
fine.
you will.
It's not stopped yet. The only room that's not decorated 50s is my son's room.
I mean, look, she's pulling it off. She looks like someone who was alive in the 50s. She's got the looks down. Perfect. 10-10. The voice, she could do better.
So we let him choose.
It feels so normal to me now that I wouldn't really think of it as different anymore. When we
How
first
is his... Oh, I was going to say, I wonder how their son looks. The dad and the mom, they, they're pairing up like they're in the 50s. I wonder, and then I was like, I wonder how this guy their son looks. He's just a normal dude.
first moved into
Good
the
for him,
house
though.
and started getting more objects secondhand, I always thought that was kind
She's got
of
a hoodie
weird,
on.
but it just
Yeah.
got to be so normal, and
Yeah,
now
I
it's
live
like
in
fun. You go to
2021.
the thrift store and find something that just makes our house perfect.
This front section is true vintage. One of my favorite ones I just barely found a couple of months ago, and it's actually like an early 50s, late 40s. Another one of my favorites is this.
I'm not gonna lie, like the outfits from the 50s, or at least the ones she's showing us, they're actually pretty nice. Like they had some swag back then. I'm not gonna lie, pretty attractive.
One, and I love it because it was
But not that one. That one's kind of ugly.
given to me by
But the one she's
original
wearing and like
owner.
the other one she showed us, it's not bad.
To me, the 1950s
Like that
style
classy woman look. Guys like that. Believe it or
is
not.
normal. I understand that to outside folks looking in that it could be weird, but I think everybody's weird in their own way. Everybody's nerdy about something,
You're not
and
weird.
it might as well be something that
She's
you
not
love.
weird. Listen, she's not weird. She just has a deep admiration for the 1950s. No, you can call it nostalgia. A lot of people have that too, but she chooses to express it in this way, and that's fine. Good for her. I really want to know if she's really about it. Like if she is legit living in the 1958s. My answer would be no, because it's hard to believe that she doesn't have a cell phone, or that she doesn't use online banking or an ATM or a litany of things that didn't exist in the 1950s. But I mean, good for her. She living her best life, I guess. Anyway, oh, hold on. There's another guy. 35-year-old lives in 1946. I'll say that for another video. Well, hey, hold on. No, not so fast. Here's a video of me getting waterboarded. But while you watch that, I want to say a few things. So if you enjoyed these kind of reaction type style videos, please feel free to leave some ideas in the comment section below. Or if you have my socials, send me some ideas of videos I could make. To be honest with you, I'm thirsty for anything. I will make any type of video as long as it doesn't get me banned off YouTube. I need content to post at least once every week. I'm trying to get into that habit, and I want to make sure the content is something that you guys want. I don't want to make things just to make them. I want people to actually enjoy them. Like I said, I'm willing to basically make anything. So please do that, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Also leave a like, share if you want. I would greatly appreciate it. Much love.